Hi, hello, welcome to my class. Continuation of the previous integer type class. Here, see, the question given to us is nothing but examine the 10 structures shown below and select those that satisfy each of the following conditions. Okay, this is the question. And now, what they are asking is they are giving A one benzene ring with bromine, B one tertiary halide, C a cyclic compound which is linked with sp3 carbon, bromine is there. D methyl iodide. E is nothing but benzyl bromide, and F is chlorocyclohexane, and G is halogen, primary halogen only it is, and H there is a double bond, Cl is there, I Pr is there with the ring structure, J we have an internal bond also there, bicyclic, Cl is there. How many compounds give SN2 reaction on treatment with NaSH? See, to satisfy SN1, it should be a primary carbocation. A primary halogen compound should be there in this. So, on saying directly the first C option we have a primary carbocation is there, and D option we have methyl iodide is there. So we can go with C, we can go with D. Not only that one, we can also go with E as this bromine is a good leaving group with benzene ring, benzyl group is there. So it is also considered. And if you see F, the chlorine is there with sp3 carbon secondary. Because of the strong basic nature of NaSH, it can react. So F also will be considered in this. And coming to this allylic group, that is H is also participating in this reaction. So these are the compounds that will give SN2 reaction on treatment with NaSH. So total how many compounds are giving this SN2 reaction is 5. How many compounds give E2 reaction on treatment with alcoholic KOH? So you know it is dehydrohalogenation reaction, that E2 reaction. In the presence of alcoholic KOH, there will be formation of alkane. So in this, we have second B option. If you see, the halogen definitely undergoes this dehydrohalogenation, tertiary alkyl halide. So we can consider that one. And next, if you see C option, there also there will be a double bond is possible after the removal of bromine. So we can go with C also, not only B, we can go with C also. And D option we don't have anything. E, we don't have any such cases. If we go with F, there will be a double bond formation internally. So it is possible. Okay, so how many of such products are possible? Ask means we got 3 products. Moving on to the third question, how many compounds do not react under either of the previous reaction conditions? So SN2 reaction and E2 reaction, in both the reactions that compounds are not said to be participating. So what are they? If you take the first one, aryl halide. Aryl halides are less reactive and they are not said to be participated rapidly like others. And if you see this one, G, here also what happened? We have a chlorine. Their branch is there because of bulkiness. This is also not going to participate easily on either of the reactions. After that, if you see I, in this the bromine is highly satisfied by this methyl groups on the ring, so it is also highly stable. It cannot participate in the reaction. Moving on to the J is a bicyclic compound. So these are reluctant to participate in these SN2 E2 reactions easily. So you can consider those reactions also, those compounds. So AgIJ, we got this is the number of compounds do not react under either of the previous conditions. Let us see the next one. See, we have a reaction question. Examine the 10 structures shown below and select those that satisfy each of the following conditions. So one condition, if you observe, I have already given it to you. Here, how many compounds that give substitution reaction with CH3SNA? I already solved it, check it. So in this, we have substitution reaction. Substitution reaction like the previous one. We have allyl groups are rapidly undergoes this reaction. A is correct. And let us check it B. Benzyl groups are involving in the substitution reactions. C. CH3I SN2 substitution reaction it will form. H, you see, in case of H decalin, in this also there is a possibility of substitution where bromine is attached here, and if you take I, there is also the bromine is linked with the methylene group is reactive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 5 products are possible. How many compounds give elimination reaction with sodium cyanide? Here sodium cyanide can react with G and J as this chlorine linked with branches. This is elimination reaction. Internally double bonds are possible. If you take J, here also internal double bonds are possible. So there are 2 compounds which will undergo elimination reaction. Next, third question, we see how many compounds do not react to sodium hydroxide. So they given D, E, F, how D? Let us check it. This is an alkene stable one. Sodium hydroxide cannot be easily react with this one. Take E, where chloro compound is there, methyl group is there because of this inductive effect plus I effect. These halobenzenes are less reactive towards sodium hydroxide. We take F, there also we said earlier, whenever adjacent carbons are having alkyl groups to the halogen attached carbon, that halogen is also not set to undergo any kind of substitution reaction here. So sodium hydroxide cannot be react with these compounds D, E, F. A total of 3 compounds are not reacting with sodium hydroxide. See the next one. How many substrates will show rearrangement during SN1 reaction? Here we have so many compounds are there. To show SN1 reaction, we know that leaving group should be good one, big sized one, like the bromine or iodine, whereas this alkyl halide should be secondary or tertiary, which will immediately give secondary carbocation or tertiary carbocations to undergo this reaction. Such cases we have this around the bromine here is there, iodine one case is there, and this compound is there. We have like that a total of 6 compounds are said to give this reaction. Next, find out the number of reactions those proceed with retention of configuration. Here, A is there. In A, bromine can be easily removed by the direct substitution. In SOCl2 in the presence of pyridine, so this compound C compound has possibility is there, and E aqueous potassium hydroxide treat. Then here also we have a possibility of getting retention of configuration SN1 mechanism. So a total of 4 compounds are said to give this reaction. Four is done. Next, a 10 grams mixture of isobutane and isobutene requires 20 grams of bromine for complete addition. Here, you know whether it is isobutane or normal butane, its formula is C4H10, and isobutene formula is C4H8. This isobutane cannot undergo this addition reaction, but isobutene will undergo addition reaction to give products. But the point is, how many grams of molar mass of isobutene is there, means that is 56 grams of isobutene reacts with 160 grams of bromine in that reaction, the above reaction. But the given bromine, actually it is 20 grams only. So 20 grams of bromine when they given means how many grams of this isobutene is required, that is around 7 grams is required of the calculation, as x is equals to 160, 56 into 20 by 160, 7 grams will come. That means if you take this C4H10 isobutane under hydrogenation, you can convert that one into C4H10. This is true. It means that this 50, this is 58, 56 grams of this isobutene reacts with 58 grams of isobutane. If that is the case, then 7 grams of this isobutane reacts with how many grams of to give how many grams of isobutane. So if you find x is equals to 58 into 56 by 7. 58 into 7 by 58 into 7 by 56. It is 58 by 8. About 7.25 grams will come. So that means which is the exclusive product is the C4H8. How much it would be formed? 7.25 grams will be formed when this isobutane is undergo hydration in the presence of catalyst to give isobutane. But in this reaction, we have found the excluded product which much how much it would be formed means there will be 3 grams of this isobutane is not involving, not participated in the bromination reaction. Okay. Let us move to the another one. See, I have given a question here. In this, see the options. We have A, B, C are the major products in these equations. They ask the total number of alpha hydrogens in A, B, C. A plus B plus C is how much? First one, if you consider after the dehydration, we will get this is the product. This product you will get. It contains 9 alpha hydrogens. Second one, if you do dehydration, you will get this product. As removal of water takes place after that, 10 alpha hydrogens as possible. Third one, if you do dehydration, the major product will be this highly substituted compound. So for this, also we have around exactly 10 alpha hydrogens. The total A plus B plus C now became 29. So 29 is the answer for this question. Next one. See this question. Here on bromine attached to a chiral carbon, total number of products obtained as substrate subject to E2 reaction will be, like I said earlier, removal of hydrogen, removal of halogen at a time in the presence of alcoholic KOH. For this, we have noticed there are some hydrogens here. So if you see this one, there is a hydrogen here. A hydrogen and halogen removed, here a double bond is established here, and that double bond is making this compound a product only. But after the formation of double bond, here you don't have any kind of rotation is possible. This is non-geometrical isomerism. Here, come to the second one. You do this one here, this type of dehydrogenation. Double bond will be established here, and you will get cis and trans two geometrical isomers for this one. And because of cyclic ring only in the first case, it is not possible. Third case, if you observe, again we have selected hydrogen and bromine removal causes double bond here, and it is given geometry isomer. So there are two geometry isomers cis and trans. So total is 2 plus 2 is 4, plus this is one non-geometry isomer. Total is 5 is the number of geometrical isomers. Let us see the next one. Here we have phenyl group is there and two bromines given. For the arrow mark X number of sodium amide given, sodium amide given, they are given one triple bond compound, and X is number of moles of NaNH2. This is how much. So in this reaction, as you know, this sodium amide, when it is treated with these halogen compounds, and sodium takes halogen and NH2 takes hydrogen. So we will remove the bromine and hydrogen on the adjacent carbons, and we will get this double bonded compound. After that, again, if you operate NaNH2 over this one more bond will be formed between carbons. So it forms one phenylacetylene compound. As you know, acetylenes are weakly acidic. They are acidic, and their acidic nature can be tested with sodium metal. And the liberated hydrogen gas indicating that acetylenes are acidic in nature. So, in such a way, the reaction is conducted to get this acetylates, sodium acetylide. In this, we have used how many sodium Sodium amides are nothing but the 2 moles of sodium amides. So, the answer is 2 for this question.